All right, so we got three key states. This is Rob Dew reporting for Infowars.com. We got Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin. Still too close to call. Here is the story that I'm just loving watching Trump. Everybody that I met when I was going from the RNC to the DNC said they were voting Trump except for one person. So here's the story of Pennsylvania.
Hillary Clinton had a lead. Seems like a long time ago. Just in the last few seconds, Donald Trump has polled within 7,000 votes statewide of Hillary Clinton in Pennsylvania. Now, I can show you what is still out in this state. Democrats talked a lot about Philadelphia. Chris Matthews has been talking about, he's been getting some info there. His info is good. The Clinton margin's gone up. The Democrats did get their margin out of Philadelphia. This is sitting at about 450, a little north of 450. That's what they needed. Look in the suburbs, though. This is not what they expected. Look at Bucks County. Donald Trump doing as well as Mitt Romney did. In fact, a little better than Mitt Romney did in this county. Remember, we talked so much about the struggles he was supposed to have. But here's the thing. If you look at where the vote is still to come, there's still a little bit of a scattering in the Philadelphia suburbs. Clinton will still get some bounce from there. There might be a little bit left in Philadelphia. The biggest single source, let's see if this is what changed. No, the biggest single source of outstanding votes in Pennsylvania
just north of Pittsburgh.
Butler County, which is this just north of Pittsburgh.
Working class people.
4 years ago, nearly 100,000 votes were cast in this county. You can see they are just starting to count. This is a red county. And Donald Trump, I should say, the red counties you're seeing around Pittsburgh here and really all across Pennsylvania tonight, they're a lot redder than they were 4 years ago. So Donald Trump's going to get a lot of vote here. One other thing I can show you in Pennsylvania, we talk so much about Scranton. This Lackawanna County, where Scranton is, this was an absolute blowout 4 years ago. Barack Obama won this thing by 28 points over Donald Trump. 28
over Mitt
points.
Romney.
Tonight, Hillary Clinton's winning it by 3 points.
Look at that.
That's the progress Donald Trump has made away from Philadelphia and the suburbs in this state. And that is why, let's see if we've got an update on the vote. Yeah, that's why he's within 4,000 votes and closing in Pennsylvania.
We saw the same thing in Florida, too. This isn't just Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Is Kit Daniels here? Let me get in the light. Come this way, Kit. So now we're seeing him just about to take Pennsylvania. Michigan's looking good. The rest of Wisconsin's looking good. It's looking good in his favor. But go ahead and talk about Florida.
Yeah, Florida, this entire night, we were worried about it because Trump at the very beginning had the lead, and then Hillary Clinton just took the entire lead away from him. But then we started seeing the panhandle states start trickling in, and they all started going for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And on Halloween, the mainstream media kept pushing this worst-case scenario for Trump, for Hillary Clinton, that this is as bad as Hillary can do and still win the election. And they projected that she'd win all these battleground states and all these historically Democratic states. Those are all states that Trump is either competitive in now or he's already won. So, and it also points out the fact that Trump has way more crossover support than Hillary Clinton. There's a lot of Democrats, especially what we saw in Pennsylvania, that are voting for Trump. On the other hand, there's only maybe the GOP elite that are voting for Hillary.
Yeah, about 10% is what it's looking like. Here's the map as it stands right now. They have it as 244. New York Times, they're being holdouts. They're keeping it at 238. But look, Georgia's gone for Trump. Pennsylvania's now leading to Trump. Michigan and Wisconsin are still. Iowa's still. Arizona's still. So right now there's 6, 7 states. New Hampshire's still a toss-up. But it's looking more and more like we're going to see a Donald Trump victory speech tonight. And what does that spell? That spells Hillary Clinton, you're going to jail, I think. He said that. He's going to launch an investigation. We'll see. We'll see what all happens. I think we got to let the dust settle for a few days.
There's some good angles to go with this. The fact that I think the global elite are dumping Hillary Clinton. She's been a puppet for 30 years, her entire political career. But through the Clinton Foundation, she's gained more and more power. She's trying to become a master, like Emperor Palpatine.
Well, and I think they're going to try to flush her.
So they're flushing her. And here's where patriots need to be vigilant. I think the global elite prefer Trump over Hillary at this point as the presidency because they think that the patriots will just go to sleep, that everything's hunky-dory now because Trump is the president. But what they're going to try to do is start trying to hijack his administration, put cabinet members and whatnot that are more globalist oriented.
Well, you got to look at his campaign finance guy is a Goldman Sachs guy, Mnuchin, whatever his name is, Mnuchin. So let's hope he doesn't put him in the Treasury Secretary. Let's hope he reaches out to Ron Paul and offers him a position as an advisor or maybe even Treasury Secretary. I mean, who knows at this point? I think we got to let the dust settle, see where things go. But we have to stay vigilant at this point, even though it looks like we have a win. And we still have to watch the rest of these results because they are being very cautious. If this was Hillary winning, she'd have already won. They've already coronated her as queen. But, we still are waiting to see the final results. So stay tuned for more reports. Infowars.com/shows. The free stream going on now. We're just shooting Facebook, uploading to YouTube, going gangbusters here all night. And we're pretty happy here in the InfoWars Central Texas Command Center.
Said, and I paraphrase him, the globalists are like the evil spirits that are now vanishing at dawn. And there's a big awakening going on we saw that with Brexit. I didn't think Trump was ever going to be president until I saw Brexit happen. So you're seeing all this whole awakening, and what you're really seeing is 2016 is the death of the mainstream media. Remember, the New York Times gave Hillary a 85% chance of winning the presidency, and now Trump has over 95% chance of winning, according to the New York Times. So it's just what we're seeing is a complete implosion of the mainstream media and the globalist power structure altogether.
There it is. All right, well, stay tuned for more reports. Infowars.com. Rob Dew reporting. We're getting closer and closer to MAGA.